within this video, we'll be showing you guys how to create 2D GIFs on Zat, very similar to these ones. And yeah, pretty much after this video, you should be a GIF legend. Like, you should be very familiar with it. You should know the ins and outs, and it's very simple. It's very simple to create. And yeah, let's get right into the tutorial. So if I want to go on this website, by the way, all the resources and stuff will be linked in the description below. So this website will be in the description. These are some effects. It's pretty much like an effects pack. It has a lot of effects that you can use. And we'll be using Paint.net for creating the GIFs. Or GIFs. I have no idea what it is, to be honest. But yeah, so if it isn't self-explanatory enough, this website is used to create text. Now, if I zoom in, you can kind of see that the text is blurry and it's a little pixelated. The website does say please switch to Firefox in the case the results are blurry. Now, I'm not sure if this would actually fix it. I really doubt it. I mean, I don't see how that would make any sense. I'm too lazy to download Firefox. So what I do is, okay, for this tutorial, I want to be making the text test. I don't know what I was saying there, but you're pretty much able to also select the color. So if I want to click on red and blue, let's create let's make the ugliest colors ever. And then what I want to do is click on add frame and then download image. So this is where things get a little more complicated. So I want to put this in Paint.net. By the way, you guys could also create the text in Paint.net, but I'd rather just do this. It seems a lot easier and better. So let's go ahead and create the text. Let's say I want the color white going into a darker color gradient. So pretty much I wanna redraw this text just so it's clear, so it's not blurry and pixelated and ugly looking. So this might take you guys a little longer than me, but I'm pretty much used to this, so it'll take me a lot less time to actually make. Okay, and let me make the outline real quick as well, just to make everything a lot easier. Okay, nice. And now I can pretty much create the gradient. So this is pretty easy as well. So all I want to do is click the down arrow to make the color darker. So as you can see, this is a little darker than this. You probably can't notice, honestly. It's very hard to tell, but it'll look very smooth at the end. You guys trust it'll look very good. Okay, and let's keep pretty much toning it down every single pixel we go down. So there we go, it becomes a little darker and darker and darker. As you can see, it's starting to look a little nicer now. You can kind of start seeing the effect here, and it looks pretty dope. Looks pretty dope in my opinion. By the way, you could probably skip around in this video if you already know how to do certain things. And there we go, voila. Now we can pretty much remove these low opacity pixels that would serve no purpose to this. The only reason they're there is because when you first download the text from the website, it's just weird, it's distorted, but we pretty much fixed it here. And yeah, it's pretty simple to fix. It might take you a little longer at the beginning, but you'll get the hang of it and it becomes pretty easy. So next, what we're going to do is create a 30 by 30 pixel outline. Now, I create all my GIFs using 30 by 30 pixel wide frames. I feel like this way it turns out the best. The link to this will be in the description, this outline, and you can pretty much download it. So let me create a new image, and so the height is always going to be 30. Now the width, I want to, let's say I want to have 30 frames. So 30 times 30 is 900. So there we go. I'll create a 900 by 30 image, and I can pretty much zoom into this, and then I could pretty much paste the outline. Okay, and we pretty much will take that, and we'll keep duplicating it and pasting it over and over again. So pretty simple enough. We'll keep doing that until we cover all the pixels. So now we can go to the text we made, and we can copy it. Then what we'll want to do is create a new layer. So you can create a new layer by clicking on the plus button. Now what we want to do is paste our text here. And I would also recommend to make the outlines lower opacity, just so we can kind of see the entire thing and everything that's going on, because we're going to need it. Why are we going to need it? Because how we're going to start this GIF is by making the text start from the bottom. It's only going to display like 1 pixel, and it's going to keep gradually going up as we go. So it's kind of how we're going to start it. We're going to start it like this, and then every single time we want to kind of go up, I'd say two pixels. So we'll go up 2 pixels here, and we'll go up another 2 pixels here. Sometimes it's kind of good to like start exactly where you started and then count 1, 2. That's kind of what I do. That's kind of the method, honestly. Then as you can see, 1, 2. And yeah, so you pretty much just level it out to the previous one, and then go up 2. And for me personally, that's the easiest way. Some people might just eye it and just get it right the first try, but we're not all blessed, unfortunately. But yeah, pretty simple enough. So as you can see, this text starts gradually going up. And also, I do want to say to make sure not to go too far to the right or left, because if we do that, it ends up overlapping into the next frame, and it'll pretty much look very messed up on Zat. It'll look very messed up and terrible, to be honest. So you want to be very careful for that. When I started making these, I kind of messed up a little bit, but it was a pretty easy fix for me. It might be harder for you. So definitely use the outline. This outline is literally a lifesaver. Okay. Nice. Okay, so oops, I pasted on the wrong layer. All right, let's paste it. Let's keep doing it. Because we're not centered to the. We're not in the center yet. So we'll keep going up by 2. It doesn't have to be always consistent. Like you can literally just do like 3 instead of 2. I think this was 2 though. Yeah. Okay. Well, doesn't really matter. And bam, there we go. Now the text is pretty much centered to the screen, and we can kind of move on to the next effect. So what I like to do before transitioning into another effect is creating a few of the same frames and just pretty much duplicating it a few times, just so it looks cleaner, because otherwise it moves too fast and it looks like everything's just happening at once, and we really don't want that. We don't want that feeling. We kind of want it to be smooth. So like, okay, gradually goes up, then it stays for like a split, second, and then it'll start moving on to the next one. Now this might seem like a lot, but in reality, like it goes by super quick, and you guys will pretty much see it at the end. So what I do like to also do is I could just copy all of these and just paste it right here, and oops, and then we can go on to the next effect. I like to create new layers, by the way, as I go. So I'll create a new layer, and let's say I want to make the text flash into red. I can just do this, and let's say I don't like it at the end. I don't have to like keep pushing undo. I can literally just disable the layer and just create a whole new one. But okay, let's say I want to make it red. So I can, okay, Let's delete that layer and recreate this layer. So we want to start off the T as being red. And okay, now the T is red. And now we want to make the E red. So if you guys couldn't tell, it pretty much starts flashing the colors into different colors. Or the text into different colors, rather. And boom. And now we have a flashing test. Now what you guys could do is pretty much just copy and paste this and keep going and going. But I like to make it look extra clean. So I'll keep... So it'll pretty much go backwards now. Instead of resetting. Because that, honestly, is not very clean. And boom, kind of gives a resetting effect. And yeah, I mean, we can pretty much copy it from here and paste it. And we can also copy this. And bam. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. And I mean, honestly, it's very simple once you get used to it. I downloaded an effect from the link that is going to be in the description, the Imgur link. This is an explosion effect, and we can kind of use this as well. Honestly, we can literally just put it here at the beginning, just because why not? The thing with some of these effects is that they're not lined up properly to the where the frame starts. I think this one is lined up pretty good though. Yeah, this one is lined up pretty good. You don't really need to adjust anything. But yeah, it's very simple. Okay, so the GIF is pretty much almost done now. I mean, this is not going to be the best looking GIF because it's kind of just a tutorial, a quick little speed on how to create a GIF. But we're almost done. So what I want to do now is go to the end here. And I want to start making the text go up and up and up and up and up and then gradually disappear. Just like it does here, except in reverse. So what I could do is where's the text layer? Also, by the way, I recommend like double clicking this and like putting text just so everything is, you know, organized. For me, I'm not really an organized person, and I do pay the price because I do waste a lot of time. But let's start from right here. Let's make the text start going up gradually. You can start by doing 2 pixels and then moving it up just like we did at the start. And we can copy that, paste it. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory from here on. You can move it right there. Now, I kind of did it in a stupid way. And as you can see, the text doesn't go all the way up. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to kind of redo that. I'm going to start from right here. And we'll start adjusting it a little bit. There we go. Like I said at the beginning, though, it doesn't really have to be consistent. Like for one frame, you can move it up 3 pixels. One, you can do 2. You can do 1. It really doesn't matter. People are not really going to pay much attention to that. But yeah. Okay. Almost done here. And boom, this is pretty much the GIF. And now to save it, all we have to do is disable the outline later because we don't want that to show in the GIF. It'll look pretty weird. And now what we can do is save this and upload on a website like zatimages.com or pigtoe.gg. The links for those will also be in the description. So yeah, let's go ahead and save this and we'll see how it looks on the website. And as you can see, this is how the GIF is looking now. Kind of looks a little blurry or pixelated because I'm all the way zoomed in, so you guys could see it properly. But yeah, it's pretty much just a simple GIF that says test and it flashes red and white. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. See, I mean, I got complimented for it, which that's a W. But yeah, should be pretty simple. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys do want any other tutorials like on how to make backgrounds or anything, you guys could just comment it below and I'll see what I can cook up. Until then, that's going to be the end of the vid.